we're celebrating 30 years of the initial Lempert Report. Stay tuned to hear some of the top stories from our newsletter number 1.
96% of American farms are still family-owned. And farm moms know the most important thing you can plant is a little bit of yourself. Wherever your day takes you, chances are it began with a farmer.
This year marks 30 years since our very first issue of the Lempert Report. This week we want to celebrate those 30 years by taking a look back and highlighting some of the stories that we wrote about in our debut. One of the stories back in 1985 was about Coca-Cola, who reformulated what was at that time their 99-year-old secret recipe. It was Coca-Cola's attempt to garner some media attention and boost sales above their rival Pepsi. And then Coke president Don Keough called it the best risk we ever took. Our take at the time, however, was a little bit more measured, suggesting that while public curiosity would no doubt boost sales initially, what Coke really needed was a long-term sales solution. Since 1980, Coke's market share dropped 2.5%, while Pepsi's went up 1.5%. And perhaps a whole new image is what Coke needed to get back in the game. 30 years later, Coca-Cola is fighting a different issue: health. Soda consumption has decreased in recent years, with health officials turning it into an example of America's obesity problem and excess sugar consumption. According to a recent article in U.S. News & World Report, soda hit its peak in 1998, when Americans on average drank the equivalent of 576 cans of it per year. That according to data from the industry tracker Beverage Digest. Now that figure was down to about 450 cans a year in 2013. So how is Coke handling this problem? Well, both Coke and Pepsi are now pushing smaller cans and bottles that contain fewer calories. Shelves are being filled with 7.5-ounce mini cans and 8-ounce and 8.5-ounce glass and aluminum bottles. The cans and bottles have been around for a few years, but Coke and Pepsi are making them more widely available and marketing them more aggressively. Tune in again tomorrow to hear some more stories from our first ever Lempert Report. Be sure to subscribe so you'll never miss an episode, and visit supermarketguru.com for more information and more videos just like this.